In this episode of Talking About Orks, we're going to be going over the Stompa. The sigh of disappointment. So, the Stompa is movement starts at 12, goes down to 4. Starts at weapon skill 3, goes up to 6. Strength 10, goes down to 7. Toughness 8 with 40 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 8, and a 3-up save. 40 wounds sounds pretty good, but in this, we found that in this day and age, 40 wounds really doesn't work very well. Isn't as good as it sounds when we first heard about it. Stompa is a single model equipped with a def cannon, a super gatler, 3 big shooters, a twin shooter, 3 super rockets, a scorcher, and a mega chopper. So, let's see here. The Stompa's base price is 900 points. 900. Let's see, the def gun is 0, the super gatler is 28, the 3 big shooters, and the twin big shooter. Fortunately, the twin big shooters dropped for a few points, so that helped. The super rockets are free, and then we have a scorcher, which also dropped a little bit. So, the def cannon, the big gun, is 72-inch range, heavy D6, strength 10, AP -4, D6 damage. Crap. This thing is a crap gun. With heavy D6, on average, you're going to get 1 hit. And if it says attacking you with 10 or more models, which this is not designed to shoot at, it's designed to shoot at big things and do a lot of damage, you get 2d6. So you get 2 hits. Whoopee. This guy, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And the super gatla is okay. Heavy 2d6. Psycho Blaster Daka Blaster. A Stompa can fire a Super Gatler more than once in your shooting phase. To fire the Super Gatler a second time, roll a d6. On 2-up, you can make the attack. That's not too bad. On a 1, the weapon's ammo has expended and can no longer be used for the rest of the battle. That would be a command point reroll. To fire the Super Gatler a 3rd time, your shooting attack, you have to do it on a 5+. So you're probably only going to do it twice per turn. That's pretty good chances with that command reroll. So, if you're shooting this thing twice, you want to save that command reroll in that shooting phase. Has Eerie Go, so it can reroll its charges. Mega Chopper is strength times 2, -5, 6 damage, straight up. So 4 attacks. Starts at 3 though, not 2. And you can also use it as a slash, which makes 3 attacks for each attack made. So that's up to 12 attacks, which is still less than a Coconut. At -2 and D3 damage. Strength user, which is minimum of 7. So that's a lot of strength. And it starts at 10. So that's not bad, but still only 12 attacks. At D3 damage. Probably going to be using, you want to try and get it in combat, use this 4 attacks, but 4 attacks. Strength 10, AP -5. 6 damage each. Of course, you have a War Banner, hitting on 2s. That's pretty good chances there. It explodes. Let's see, on a D6, blah blah blah. Explodes 2d6 inches, suffers D6 mortal wounds. It's probably going to do more damage when it explodes than it's ever going to do any other way. Bigger and stompier. The model can fall back, still shoot and charge. It can move over infantry models. Does not suffer a penalty for moving and shooting. Gains only bonus to cover, blah blah blah. Effigy, Ork units within 6 inches of a friendly Stompa can reroll failed morale tests. And it can transport 20 models. Overpriced, severely undergunned, and woefully fragile. There's no other way to describe the Stompa. It is cool on the table. It looks great. It's fun to play, but expect it to die first turn, kill half your army when it explodes, and that's it. Especially with the new knights coming out, the things that they can do for the points they are, the Stompa needs to be, in comparison, the Stompa needs to be like 300 points. Seriously. It needs to literally be like a third or quarter of the cost to be worth it. Or have the gun do something. Instead of heavy D6, the def cannon should be heavy 10. Or maybe heavy 15, something like that at D6 damage. So you can actually get some hits in with it at its BS5. Have a built-in 5-up invul save. Not just the KFF against shooting, but a 5-up invul save, period. So it can always have an invul save even in the shooting phase. That would help. The Super Gatla is not too bad. Heavy 2d6, strength 7 -2, 1 damage. That's not too bad. I like the Super Gatla. It would be nice if the second shot or the third shot was on a 3-up instead of a 5-up. But and the effigy should be friendly units automatically pass morale tests, not just reroll failed morale tests. But as it sits, just like it is, 250, 300 tops, which is the price of a Gorkanaut. And I think I would take a Gorkanaut, 3 or 4 Gorkanauts over this without hesitation. 2 Gorkanauts is almost as many wounds, more attacks, more shots, just more damage in general. It is a severe disappointment. I've run the Stompa. I've fought against Stompas. The one time I fought against a Stompa, I jumped 10 Mega Knobs and smashed it down to 12 wounds in 1 turn. So I took out 28 wounds with Mega Knobs in 1 turn. And that's Ork stuff. If Orks can do that kind of damage, I don't see how units with, armies with missile launchers and lances and glass cannons for days can't just simply kill this in a turn. For 1,000 points. 973 to be specific. I don't know if it can be fixed. The Def Cannon is just garbage. The points is horrible, way overpriced. There's literally nothing good to say about this whatsoever. Nothing good. If you've played a Stompa, you have different experiences than I do, let me know below, but I want the Stompa to be good. I want the Stompa to be on par with the new Giant Knight kit without the invul save, basically, without the ion shield. If it did the same amount of damage, or not the same amount of shots, basically, as the new Giant Knight model for the same price, just without the ion shield save, so you'd have to keep a KFF mech around it, that would be good. But I don't see them fixing it to that level. I just don't think they're going to fix it to the point where the Stompa is playable. I wish they would, because there's nothing cooler than Stompas on the table. Especially, say, can you imagine an all Stompa army versus all Knight army? Wouldn't that be fun? But as it sits right now, you'd have 2 Stompas and they'd both be dead turn 1 against those Knights. And your shots would just ping off the armor doing nothing. And that's no fun for anybody. Stompas needs a severe fix, and I don't know if they can be fixed enough to be playable. In not even just a competitive, just playable period where you can still have fun on the table. Again, let me know your thoughts on the Stompa below. I've got nothing good to say. Overpriced, undergunned, extremely fragile. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching this episode of Talking About Orks. Please subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications for new Talking About Orks videos every Wednesday, new battle reports every Friday, and hobby videos whenever I can. Thanks for watching.